Well, hello everyone and welcome to the May tour. And what a May it's been. Very, very cold and very, very wet. But we're coming out of that now, so hopefully there's signs of some actual summer. And the wallflowers are just finishing off. The tulips, this is how late the spring has been. The tulips have only just finished. Rhubarb is growing really well. And some of the lilies that I put in are looking nice. Still got some blossom on the tayberry. Gladioli coming up there, Nautia. And I put in an alstroemeria in here, the daffodils have come out. And the strawberries are fully strawed. And we're going to have to net this very soon because the blossoms are turning into fruit. And this bed is just waiting now for the courgettes. The courgettes and the squashes and tomatoes and peppers are going to be going out tomorrow. We've got one more cold night tonight and then it should be double figures thereafter. So the berries, gooseberries, blackcurrants absolutely fully laden. They're looking rather nice. Hoping for another bumper year. And the carrot bath, there's plenty of action going on in there. Hopefully not from the carrot fly, but you never know. It's amazing how they managed to get underneath that net. So the blueberries are out of the bath, and it's becoming a bit suspicious that the compost, the ericaceous compost that I put in, was not good, because the other blueberry here isn't looking particularly great. And I've got a Chilean guava that used the same compost over here, and that's not looking good either. So rather suspicious that. But what's looking good is the potatoes. Try as the foxes might be able to ruin them, because they're constantly digging in whenever they can. So the bean wigwams are up, and the furthest wigwam has got some beans actually sown directly in the ground. See how those go. The garlic, like pretty much everyone's been saying, all allotmenteers on YouTube, looking a bit yellow. But we have investigated around in the soil to see what's there, and it's not bulbed up quite yet. So these are the onions, the most recent ones put in, whereas these are the overwintering onions, which have only just in the last month, they obviously appreciated the weather, have actually started to bulk up. And we've got some lettuce and radish planted in there. We've got some carrots, and tomato canes are in, waiting for the arrival of the tomatoes. Lettuce is at the back there. French beans are in there. And the peach is coming back. It's not looked terribly good this year. And foxglove is finally starting to show some of its little flowers, looking rather nice. And the lupin is a little bit further ahead there. Cherry tree. And the lilies. Oh, actually I see a good old friend. There's a lily beetle in there. Might have to take my word for it. So the tulips are over here. This is one of the two potted up blueberries. Unfortunately, I've potted it up in the same old compost we think there might be a problem with now. So I dare say that its days are numbered. So the daffodils are finished around here, but we've netted up the sunflowers. So that's Pike's Peak, so hopefully that'll put on a fair bit of size. Things are growing well here. That sea holly's amazing. I mean, it's just loving it. That's where the alstroemeria was that I've planted up at the front. That's not the foxes digging, although they may well utilise that hole. And Waldo, the thornless blackberry. He said backcurrant, always do that. That's looking good. As are the heucheras, they're amazing. They really are shining out in their vibrant colours. So the yellow iris is flowering for us. Sadly, the clematis at the back has now died. It didn't really like the competition with the ivy and the bindweed. There's a salvia up there, it's about to start flowering. Wallflowers are looking like they've got more life in them here than at the front, so they're less exposed here. Comfrey is, yes, it's attracting all the local bees. Pinks are about to explode, covered in buds. Clematis has been persuaded up the archway. The daffodils are out in the tubs on either side, and the dahlia is, the bishop is in. Now, sadly, the pluot is not looking as healthy as I would like, and don't tell it, but there was a tree here when we took the plot on 4 years ago, and it was dead. And so I don't know. This area might be, it's the lowest point of the plot, and we had a lot of rain in May, and I'm a bit concerned that it might not have appreciated it. But in amongst all that, we do have some fruit. I think that's the biggest variety. We've got over 10, which is better than I was expecting, really, but I don't know whether they'll survive the pigeon attack. So the raspberries are coming up. This is an autumn variety called polka. And this is strawberries doing well there. Again, they're going to have to get netted. Now the plum trees, super columns, doing their usual. Their old growth seems fine. New growth is getting some leaf curl on it. Some of them did blossom, but I haven't seen anything in terms of actual fruit. So the stations are warming up now for the sweet corn, which is going to be going out soon. Parsnips. See, this top of the soil here has got really caked, but that again is down to the wet. I think it rolls down the hill, comes off that pavement, the pathway there, and it's just flooded the parsnips. But well, they probably don't mind. Cabbages going well. Now this is the only one, this big one here is the one that was direct sown, and you can see that if you can get them to take direct sown, then they can be quite stonking looking plants. The others were planted out from little pots, and they're doing well too, and I dare say that this plot seems to do quite well with cabbages. I've got high hopes there. So we've got various things planted in here: radishes, beetroot, there's a few odd lettuce, and oh, of course the peas. Mange tout. I think that's going to be a purple podded variety. Now here's this cover crop bed, and this cover crop is it's looking fantastic, and the soil's had no fertilizer or anything. It's just trying to get the soil biology to work for us, and it seems to be doing the trick. Chives are flowering away like mad. Again, this is the Victoria plum, and it's a more established, bigger plum than the others, but yet again the old leaf curl on the new growth. And the espalier apple trees, they've all had blossom, so hopefully that will actually mean we get some fruit from them. Oh, we're getting the some of the pears are not looking so good now. There was quite a number of fruit that has appeared, which is encouraging, but I don't mind. It's still quite a young plant, so if that doesn't give us anything this year, I won't mind so much. Yeah, so the dahlias are down. This big red here, which is pretty much, so apart from the ones on the bank, this is the only one down on the flat here that's actually been left in over the winter. That's coming back. But there's quite a number of the ones kept in the shed I'm a bit suspicious of. I'm not sure they're going to come at all. So the strawberry runners that we've taken, which are going to be replacing some of the older ones next year. I must take the flowers off them. Another one of the many tasks to come. Oh, I mustn't ignore the fact that I've gone and finished the pathway. So in last month's video there was great big holes where the lavender used to be. Now I've got 8 different varieties of pinks, and so one on each side, so 16 in total. But sad news, I say the Glencoe raspberry is not looking too good. I'm going to just snip this down. Hopefully it's not actually dead. I'm wondering whether the wind has just been whipping it around so much, and I didn't tie it into the original cane. I was hoping I'd be able to tie it into the obelisk, but it's not got big enough. But if it dies, it's another planting opportunity. So the lavender seems to be coming on okay there. One of the spare pinks has gone in to fill that little corner. Sweet peas. Oh, the thermometer says it's 11.6 at the moment, but it's still before 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's supposed to be warming up quite nicely today. And shallots are doing all right. And there we are, a little bit longer than normal, I think. Hope everyone's keeping well. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye for now.